Hey guys, Andrew McFarlane here from StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you guys are happy. Hope you're healthy. Today we are talking about a few critical mistakes that could literally ruin your business. You're going to want to pay attention to these because there are things that you can do in your business that you probably shouldn't do, but you might be able to bounce back from. But then there are things that you might do that are kind of like business suicide. If you make these mistakes, you aren't going to be able to bounce back from them. And so I'm going to share these in a moment. But before I do, if you guys are new to the channel and you don't know who I am, you don't know what we do, I'll let you know. My name's Andrew McFarlane. I've been in this juice business for over 11 years. We've had with my company the pleasure of running our own concepts as well as helping hundreds of people all over the world launch and scale successful juice concepts, smoothie bar concepts, acai bowl businesses, healthy cafes, and more. So all the information on this channel is coming from that experience. Early invitation to press the like button. This will expose more people to this content, in turn making the world a healthier place. It also supports the channel so we can keep making videos like this for you all. Lastly, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get alerted when we release new content. And now we can dive in. So as I mentioned earlier, there are going to be things in your business that you get wrong. It's natural. You're new to this. You probably haven't been in the juice business for 11 years, and you're going to make some mistakes. And that's okay because you can learn, right? Oftentimes, making mistakes and making them quickly and learning from them is sometimes not a bad thing. It's a good way to grow because it's, for me, I've observed that obviously we work with a lot of people. I share a lot of information, but sometimes the information that I'm sharing for people might only land in a conceptual sense. So I tell people, hey, this is really important. And they go, okay, yeah, it seems important. But then they go and they do the opposite. And then they make the mistake and then they learn. They say, oh my God, you're right. This is really important. I can feel the pain of the mistake that I made. Therefore, I don't want to make that mistake again. So sometimes learning from your mistakes is fine, but there are certain things, maybe we can say, let's use this analogy. You know, you step off of a stairwell and you're not paying attention. You trip and you fall and you're like, oh wow, that hurt. And now I know I need to be more mindful when I step off the stairwell. Well, if you're doing that and you're on the edge of a cliff, you're going to die. And there's no coming back from that. There's no lesson to be learned unless you reincarnate and then don't do that again. But in business, it's the same thing. There are certain mistakes that you can make that you can bounce back from. And there are certain mistakes that you might make that you can't bounce back from. So I'm going to talk about a couple of those today. The first one being getting into a really bad lease, okay? This was actually sparked because I spoke to a prospective client recently and we were talking about their situation, their lease terms, and oh man, it really hurt my heart to find out the kind of contract that they got into because it's gonna be tough for their business to make money, okay? So if you get into a contract that is for any duration of time that you can't maintain or be profitable in because of the terms of that contract, that's a big problem, okay? Especially for a new business that might not have all the money in the world, that could and very likely will ruin your business. And so when you look at your lease, there's really two standpoints to look at it from. One, obviously the location that you're in. If you're opening a storefront, it's gotta be good because once you're in it, you're in it. And then two, what are the terms of that lease? Right? How much is the rent? Are they giving you money towards TI? And there's all kinds of things on and on. I can talk about this at length for a long time. But having a bad lease and a bad location could ruin your business. Okay, that's number one. Number two, which I see all too often, is also related to contracts, but it's getting into a bad business partnership. Okay? This can ruin your business. I've seen people who are literally in business partnerships with their family members end up going to court and suing their brothers or sisters, okay? Because there's a lot that's involved and there's money involved, there's time, there's emotion, there's energy. And so I always say you never want to partner with someone that you can hire. That's the first rule when it comes to business partnerships. But also the second thing, if you are going to get into a business partnership, because business partnerships can also be beautiful, but you have to be clear, okay? You have to have the hard conversations up front around who is doing what. What happens if the business partnership is not going well? How do you terminate the agreement? And then three, how do decisions get made? Because these are the three biggest areas where there's going to be problems when it comes to a business partnership. Okay, who's doing what? How do you terminate the agreement in the event that something happens? And it doesn't mean that you're terminating the agreement because the business partnership isn't going well, maybe, but it could be that somebody has an emergency in their family and they can't work on the business anymore. They can't fulfill their responsibilities. How do you terminate the agreement or transition from it? Okay, and then lastly, right, how you make decisions in the business, because that's where people really get mixed up too, is, if you spend all this time discussing what kind of toilet paper you're going to use, it's a bad use of your time. But also too, someone might say, well, we should have had that conversation. And someone says, well, that's a small thing. So if you don't know how you're going to make decisions in the business, that's also going to create problems. And then therefore, if that is, which is at the foundation of the business, right, how you make decisions about everything is fundamental, it's on the ground. You and your business partner are going to be a part of all the things that happen. So if you don't have clarity on this, this could really ruin your business. And I can speak from experience. In the very early phases, I had a business partnership, and it was, in a lot of ways, started to realize, okay, this wasn't really going well. This is kind of creating some friction in my business, and I have to transition from this. So once that transition happened, the business really started to thrive because I could make decisions quickly, and I could put more of my emotional and mental attention on growing the business, and things just took off from there. So be aware, these are the two primary things. Now, granted, like I said before, there are other things that can happen in your business that could potentially ruin your business, or you could bounce back from, but these are two fundamental things that I see happen often that you want to look out for when it comes to starting your business. So I hope this helps, gives you some more insight. That's all I got for today. Press the like button if you haven't yet. Comment below if there are other questions or things that you have. And then the question that you have is, for you, what is one thing that you're worried about or concerned about when it comes to starting your business? Put it in the comment box below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram at StartAJuiceBar. We have exclusive content and giveaways that we only release there. And then lastly, if you like podcasts, you're gonna love our podcast. It's called The Juice Bar Experts. It's on Spotify, it's on iTunes. So you can listen while you drive, while you clean, while you do whatever you're doing, right? Passively gain some more insight. We are here as part of our mission as our company to create a world where there are more healthy juice bars and cafes than there are unhealthy cafes and juice bars, because to me it doesn't make sense if we're living in a sane and sober society that people aren't consuming more health products in order to improve their quality of life. And together we can make that a reality. So we need all of you to be empowered and educated and know how to run these businesses in order to help the world get healthy. If you guys do need support, we run a full spectrum development and consulting firm. You can reach out to me personally at Andrew at StartAJuiceBar. And that's it for today. Wishing you guys a lot of success. Hope you're happy and healthy. See you soon. Hope you guys have been enjoying the video content. If you are inspired to launch your juice business, but you're not exactly sure what steps to take, for you, we've created a free ebook, 15 Steps to Starting a Juice Business from Scratch. This is going to give you a high-level overview of everything you need to do from where you are now all the way to opening your business. Now, if you want to go even deeper, we've created an online course, the Juice Bar Master Blueprint. This is going to go into great detail into every aspect of starting your business, everything from branding to menu development to finding the right location, the equipment that you need, and so much more, all the way to launching your business. There's links for both of these in the description below. I know you're going to find a lot of value out of them. As always, hope you guys are happy and healthy, wishing you a lot of success, and I'll see you at the next video.